It's 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning. Tragic news out of Bowling Green in southern Kentucky. Police say a toddler has died after accidentally being run over.
The cause is still under investigation, but police have identified a man killed in a deadly Woodford County crash.
And budget talks expected to continue in Frankfort later this morning, but will an agreement be reached before the 2016 legislative session has to wrap up?
This is WKYT This Morning.
Thanks for turning on WKYT. I'm Michelle Chamberlain.
And I'm Bill Bryant. It's so good to have you along with us on this Thursday. We'll have to hang a little close this morning and throughout the day to information about weather, because as we go along, we anticipate some storms today. Some could be strong.
Yes, and it is a first alert severe weather day here at WKYT. Here's Micah Harris with a look at today's weather.
Yeah, we start off this morning with the scattered showers and thunderstorms once we approach the next couple of hours. I would say anywhere from about 6 a.m. to about 8 a.m. is when that really slides into our western areas. Already seeing some showers, but look at all the moisture back towards, say, Nashville and Memphis and then northern Mississippi. It's all heading our direction. There will be widespread rain throughout the morning hours. Afternoon, we take a bit of a break and see those temperatures rise. We're in the 60s now. We'll actually rise to the 70s later on this afternoon, and that'll be just enough energy to bring some strong to severe thunderstorms in the forecast. Now, I'm going to show you the timing on this, when you can expect it, and how it's going to affect your day, coming up in just about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you. A very sad story this morning out of western Kentucky. Authorities say a fifth grader has died after she was hit by a car in Bowling Green.
Police say the victim, 10-year-old Giselle Arias, was just blocks from her elementary school when she was run over yesterday. WKYT's Caitlin Sentner joins us from the live desk with the details.
Good morning, Michelle. Many bystanders of the tragic accident say this isn't the first time something like this has happened at this intersection, which only has yellow lights. Just after 5 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, 10-year-old Giselle Arias was killed in a car accident. Police say she ran out in front of a SUV just feet from where she lived at the intersection of Gordon Avenue and Scott Way. The driver of the SUV, 36-year-old Angela Clark, had 3 passengers with her when it collided with the young girl. One woman witnessed all those moments just after the crash, but was too shaken up to go on camera.
I saw the actual poor child's body fly through the air and hit the ground, and the female driver immediately went to the body. She was beside it the whole time. She laid down beside the body. It's just horrible.
Arias was a 5th grade student at Parker Bennett Curry Elementary, and she was a twin. A crisis response team will be at the school today to help employees and students cope, according to a statement from the school district. At the live desk, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
Caitlin, thank you so much. Very, very tough story there. We do know the identity of a man who was killed in a fatal crash in central Kentucky in Woodford County now. Versailles police say it happened yesterday afternoon when a truck collided with an SUV on US 60 near the Bluegrass Parkway. The Woodford County coroner says the driver of the truck, 53-year-old James Couch, was killed in the crash. The driver of the SUV has not been identified. Police say that they were taken to UK Hospital for treatment. Investigators say they are now trying to figure out what led up to the deadly crash.
For reasons not known right now, which is still what's under investigation, the blue Jeep Grand Cherokee crossed over into the westbound lanes and struck the red pickup truck head on.
At last check, the driver of the SUV remains at UK Hospital with unknown injuries this morning.
A man had to be airlifted to the hospital after police say an SUV hit him in Laurel County. It happened around 10:30 Tuesday night on Highway 552 near London. Police say 20-year-old Joseph Rourke was standing in the middle of the road when the SUV hit him. They say he was airlifted to UK Hospital, but they did not tell us his condition. They had hoped to reach an agreement days ago, but party leaders are still trying to find a compromise on a budget proposal.
Now, the tough talk is continuing, and they're scheduled to resume in Frankfort this morning. But if a proposal is not reached by the end of the 2016 legislative session, it could end up costing Kentucky taxpayers thousands of dollars in terms of a special legislative session. WKYT's Mike Byer joins us now from Frankfort with more on the ongoing budget battle. Mike?
Good morning, Bill. Budget negotiations are set to resume this morning, and Kentucky lawmakers are hoping to reach an agreement by Friday. Now, the big sticking points center around funding for the pensions as well as education. Now, Republican leaders want to use roughly $300 million to pay down the state's massive public pension debt. Meanwhile, Democrats want to use the same money towards education. There have been several meetings between Senate and House leadership to try and reach a compromise. We're told Governor Matt Bevin has been involved in some of those discussions. Now, if lawmakers can reach an agreement and pass a budget by Friday, the House would delay the last day of the legislative session until April 15th. This would give them the chance to override any vetoes by Governor Bevin. If they can't reach an agreement by Friday, lawmakers would adjourn until April 12th. That would mean legislators could not act on any vetoes that Governor Bevin hands down. Now, budget talks are set to resume at 9 a.m. and from there we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. Live in Frankfort, Mike Byer, WKYT.
All right, we're keeping very close watch, and we thank you, Mike. Lexington police have identified a suspect who they say stole money from disabled veterans. Police have obtained an arrest warrant for 38-year-old David Kirk Jr. He is now facing a robbery charge. Police say last Thursday, Kirk stole a donation jar from Veterans Outreach, whose members were collecting money outside the Walmart on New Circle Road. The jar had been bolted to the table, but police say Kirk grabbed the entire table with the jar still attached and put it all in his truck. One of the men collecting donations was injured while trying to stop him.
Police are trying to track down the people responsible for what's being called a professional crime ring. The thieves target cars parked outside schools in Lexington and Franklin County. Police say purses were stolen from Cassidy Elementary School in Lexington. Then checks from the purses were cashed at banks around central Kentucky. And in Franklin County, police say a similar theft outside a school cost the victim $11,000. Police released surveillance pictures of a woman who cashed the stolen checks. They say she's trying to make herself look similar to the people whose checks were stolen.
We believe they come in from out of town. We don't believe this person to be local, so she's concealing her identity and traveling to different jurisdictions to commit these frauds.
Police say they got the license plate of the car the woman was driving, but the plate had been stolen from a car in Oklahoma.
Well, it's good to have you along on WKYT. We're just getting started here on your Thursday morning. We have a whole lot more to tell you about this morning. Promise you there's some good things happening,
Yes, there are. And zoogoers, this is one of them. Zoogoers got quite the surprise from a photo-bombing gorilla. We must see footage after the break.
And we're looking at that rain tracking across the region later on this morning. It'll be widespread. We take a bit of a break, and then we bring in the strong severe weather threat. I'll have that coming up next. We're in the 60s early this morning, and that is a really, really nice feel. However, something's on the way. Typically, when you see that, you know something's heading our direction, and there is. Throw on the Defender radar network, and you can see radar throwing off some showers, especially back west, but even some over toward the east and southeast. Don't be surprised to have a few sprinkles over your head as those pass on by. Bit of a break here in Lexington Metro and 75, and then look towards 65. Yeah, a lot of that rain starting to pick up. In about 2 hours, you'll start to see widespread rain across the region. So look to about 7 a.m.-ish, 7 to about 10 a.m. is when you really see the bulk of the rain. Just slide on in here. It's going to be very wet, very soggy day. But let me tell you this first batch of rain, remember there are 2 batches of rain. The first batch moves through in the next few hours. Once we hit 1, 2 p.m., it's long gone. Then we take a break, and then we start to see some storms move in about 4 hours after we take that break. So we'll really just jump into this hour by hour here in just about 30 seconds. Let's go over where we can expect the best area of concern. Concern for severe weather, strong thunderstorms. There's a marginal risk back toward the east. Marginal, look where it shapes up there on the legend. Far end, it's the slightest risk or the smallest risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center that you could actually see. However, we still expect some storms. The reason why it's marginal risk over toward the east-southeast, timing. It's late into the night. You lose a lot of that energy. But 75 westbound, that is your best bet to pick up some severe weather today. Remember, this is not going to be widespread. This is no outbreak type of setup, but still strong thunderstorms. We're very confident in strong thunderstorms rolling on through. What we're not confident about is that severe weather threat, okay? So it's very low end, but watch what happens. 10 a.m., widespread. Take a break right around 1 to 2 p.m. and watch these temperatures jump. We're talking low to mid 70s this afternoon. This afternoon will feel phenomenal. You'll absolutely love this afternoon. But then watch this, anywhere from 5 to 6 p.m. is where we will see the first storms back toward the far west and northwest. I-71, that's an area about 5 to 6 p.m. Once we head into about 7 to 10, then we're talking about Lexington, the Bluegrass, and back down toward the southwest. Then you go 10 p.m. to around 1 a.m., and then you're talking about the east and southeastern areas. Once that tracks on through, then we're seeing all that move on out and cooler air filters on in on Friday, which it's not that much cooler. You're talking mid-60s later on that afternoon on Friday. Saturday, only a small chance of rain, and a hard freeze on Sunday morning is looking more and more likely. But guys, today, remember, you get the widespread rain during the morning hours. 1 to 2 p.m. you start to take a break, and then about 4 hours later, around 6 p.m. to about midnight is when you can see that strong to severe weather threat. That's when we're really going to be watching the radar.
And just as the dogwoods and so forth are out, they may get hit with a freeze.
Yeah. Not just that, but these winds today. Heads up for that.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
snap
the thing.
A few branches.
That's the more immediate thing we'll be watching. Thank you, Micah. Coming up on 5:14 now.
A gorilla hit in an Omaha zoo the gorilla at the Omaha Zoo pulled off a photo bomb. There was a lot more bomb than photo.
Right. Earlier this week, a man visiting the zoo decided to take a selfie there in front of the gorilla exhibit. But as he angled his phone to get the perfect shot, the male silverback comes running out. Wow. It came out of nowhere, really, and launches himself into the man's selfie. The incident freaked out nearly everyone in the exhibit, but somehow the man filming appears unfazed by it all. According to a local news station, the photobomb gorilla also made headlines a year ago after breaking the exhibit glass. So I don't know if he's photobombing or he just really doesn't like having people around like that.
I want to see that picture that he ended up catching, right?
Right. Probably a blur. Coming up on 5:15 Thursday morning on WKYT.
When we return, we'll have a look at your money.
The long-awaited Tesla Model 3 is here, and how much will it cost to go to the Final Four? I'm Jamie Yukas with those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Good morning. So good to have you with us on WKYT. It's Thursday. We can see the weekend, have some storms to get through between here and there.
Yes, and I just learned, back to that gorilla story, that a selfie can be a video. So you were seeing the selfie of the man and the gorilla, right?
Right. The video was the selfie.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Prices are going up to visit the wizarding world of Harry Potter, and Tesla is unveiling its newest vehicle.
And prices are dropping on the secondary market for Final Four tickets. Jamie Yukas has the latest on your money.
Good news for the stock markets. The U.S. indexes closed at their 2016 highs on Wednesday. The Dow at 17,716 is up 1.5% for the year. The Dow gained 83 points. The Nasdaq added 22. If you plan to take your kids to the wizarding world of Harry Potter, well, there's nothing magical about this news. Prices are going up by $20 at Universal Studios Hollywood. A one-day ticket that used to cost $95 is now $115 per person. Those prices can change day to day based on demand. Tesla will unveil the long-awaited Model 3 later today. It's the company's first mass-market car. The price tag will be around $35,000, half the price of the current Model S. We are just days away from college basketball's Final Four, and although there are no real cheap seats out there, it could be a little less expensive to attend this year's games. SeatGeek says fans are paying an average of $771 for a full trip of tickets. Last year, the average was $897. Prices started dropping on Sunday. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Jamie Yukas.
It looks like Chipotle may throw its hat into the burger ring. The company recently filed a trademark request for the Better Burger name. Right now, a Chipotle spokesman says this is just a growth seed idea. Chipotle has also invested in other restaurant chains in some cities, including Washington, D.C., Chicago, and Los Angeles. But officials with the company told its investors that it's moving ahead cautiously in these ventures. 2015 was a rough year for Chipotle. The restaurant chain saw its stocks drop dramatically after being hit with a number of food safety scandals.
A new study reveals the United States has lost 5 million manufacturing jobs since the year 2000. Presidential candidates like Donald Trump and Senator Bernie Sanders have blamed free trade and cheaper foreign labor for the loss of jobs. But experts say that's only a part of the reason. With the technology advancing, many machines are replacing workers. Experts also say more workers are simply choosing other careers. Still, the federal government says more than 12 million Americans currently hold manufacturing jobs, and that's about 1 in 10 American workers. Interesting shift in what's going on out there.
Definitely.
Yeah. 5:21 here in just a couple of seconds on WKYT This Morning. We have a lot more news to tell you about on your Thursday.
Sports is next.
It is all about basketball when we come back. We go to Chicago for the McDonald's All-American Games for the guys and the ladies, and Morehead State trying to win the CBI championship. I've got the highlights coming up next in sports.
We're in a bit of a dry spell right now, but a lot of that rain is moving toward us, and it will be right overhead here in 2 to 4 hours, widespread across the region. That's the first batch of rain. Second batch of rain is actually back toward the west, well back toward the west. Those thunderstorms are going to be heading our direction. So a lot of rain firsthand, and then the secondary actual issue is going to be our severe weather threat. So we're going to be watching that later on this evening, off into the night. So watch how this goes. 8 a.m. to about 1, maybe 2 p.m., we're talking about widespread rain. And then it fades away. Afternoon is mainly dry with temperatures right around 72, gusty winds. Then during the evening and night, here comes that strong to severe weather threat. We're going to break that down for you in further detail coming up.
Pretty big part of Kentucky's future on display last night in Chicago in the annual McDonald's All-American Games. 4 signees in action on the guys' side. And in the early going, Bam Adebayo goes to work on the boards, gets rejected, then puts it back in, and he's fouled. Adebayo playing along with Sasha Kalia-Jones, one of his future teammates, takes the pass inside, gets the easy lay-in. At the other end for the West, Josh Jackson, the lob to Malik Monk, who throws it down. Late first half, the West gets out ahead, and Kalia-Jones will get the wide open slam. That's pretty basic dunk in all-star competition. Lonzo Ball is going to LSU with the lob to Monk. And moments later, the ball will find Monk again, and guess what? Hey, the headband can get up. Malik Monk and his West team go on to win it, 114-107. Bam Adebayo finishing with 16 for the East. De'Aaron Fox had 7 assists and a poor shooting night for him. Morehead State trying to wrap up the championship of the CBI tournament last night, but the Eagles would have to win on the road at Nevada in Reno. Let's go to the biggest little city in the world, shall we? Morehead State trailing by 5. Anthony Alici starts from the left block, finishes at the right block. And Nevada would grow the lead to 12 in the second half. DJ Finner, he had a heck of a night. Hits the 3, but Morehead State would come back. 6.5 to play. Corbin Collins pops the 3. MSU down 4, 61-57. The Eagles keep coming. Brent Arrington, good on the 15-footer, 62-59. But the Wolfpack would hit their free throws down the stretch. Nevada wins 77-68. A decisive Game 3. Friday in Reno. Let's go back to the girls for the McDonald's All-American Game, and also in the United Center, of course, and Lindsay Crosaro. She's coming to UK, gets the rebound, puts it back in, draws the foul in the second quarter. Here's Miss Basketball in Kentucky. You know her as Erin Boley out of Elizabethtown. She will hit the turnaround. She had 13. She's going to Notre Dame. But last night, the West came back to win it in overtime. Fun game, 97-88. Crosaro had 4 points and 7 boards. That is a look at sports. Have a great day.